It's been a long time since the Pakistan Cricket Board has hosted an ICC event. The last time was in the World Cup 1996, where it was hosted by Sri Lanka, India and Pakistan. So hopefully the administrators have found the key so that they can open up the stadiums. But anyway, we're going to go through Group A today with the teams that are playing in this group, and we're going to go with Pakistan first. Now, they have not got Saheem Ayub in their lineup. The young left-handed opening batsman, he's very dominant. I saw him here in Australia. He handled the quicks of Hazlewood, Cummins and Stark extremely well, and he also loved the spin, so he's going to be sorely missed. And they have got their problems up top because they don't really get off to those flying starts, and they don't build the momentum so that the strong middle order can really take full toll through those middle overs and the back end as well. There's too much pressure on those middle players. So Fakhar Zaman, Babar Azam and Sohaib Shakil, the top three really have to get Pakistan off to a good start. This is where their weakness has been. Can they fire? That will be the big question mark, because I like their middle order. Rizwan is in top form. I love his captaincy as well, his energy. He's really lifting this Pakistan team. Then you've got the all-rounder Salman Agha coming in next. And I'd go with Tayyib Tahir coming in at number 6, and then Kushdil Shah with his all-round ability with her spin as well. So you've got plenty of batting in that middle order where there's a bit of power, but they can also play that conservative game. But then you've got some bowling options with your spin department. I was thinking about Fahim Ashraf coming into the lineup, batting out 8, just giving a little bit more potency with pace bowling, but I don't think you go there. I think spin to win over here in Pakistan is the way to go, and those part-time spinners do a really good job with the economy. And with the pace bowlers that they've got around, if the pace bowlers can really apply the pressure, those part-time spinners can be prominent wicket takers as well, because the opposition batsmen will feel that they've got to go after the bowling. So the pace attack that I've got for Pakistan in the first game is Haris Rauf coming back in with a rib cage injury, so that's good to see him back with his pace. Shaheen Afridi starting to find a little bit of form with his left arm swing bowling with the new ball. And hopefully he can really find that touch in the death with Haris Rauf as well. And Nazim Shah will be the other or the third quick in this lineup. I think that's a potent quick and probably one of the best pace attacks in this competition. Abrar Ahmed, the right arm leg spinner, he will come in at number 11 and provide that wicket taking option through the middle overs. I think Abrar, he's only young, he's only played a handful of one-day internationals. He had a very good start, but in the last couple of games, South Africa and New Zealand have started to find his measure. How is he going to adapt? So that's another little bit of a weakness there. But I think Abrar is going to be up to it, because leg spinners always find a way. You got Mohammad Hasnain. He'll be the backup quick there. I don't think he'll play too many games here. I think they'll stick with the 3 quicks that they've got. Usman Khan and Ghulam, as well as the spares on the bench. But I think their 11 is potent as long as their top 3 can deliver. But I think they're going to find it tough against New Zealand in Karachi, who just recently beat them there and beat them earlier in another fixture in the Tri-Series. And I think they'll have their problems in Dubai against India. It's going to be tough for Pakistan. Will they be there at the back end? I don't think so. I think New Zealand and India will be too good for them. No Linton Das or Shakib in the Bangladesh lineup. So it's like going to a play without the stars. The understudies will just have to lift here. But the Bangladesh team haven't got a bad lineup. Their strength is their spin and their fast bowling. Their batting is a little bit to be desired. But their starting 11 for me would be Tazid Hassan up the top with Sumashaka. And then you've got Shanto, the captain, coming in at number 3. Number 4, you've got the all-rounder Mahidi. And then Mushfiqur Rahim, the keeper with that experience in the middle order. Tawad Hidroy, Mamadullah coming in down the bottom as well. I just love the composure that he has. He's one of the best players that I've seen from Bangladesh over the years. He has been sensational. Hopefully he has an awesome ICC Champions Trophy. And then their bowling department down the bottom. You've got Rashad Hassan, the leg spinner. I think he can do a little bit of damage through those middle overs, especially being around the likes of Nahid Rana with his extra pace. If you have a combination of both of them, I just think they can unsettle the opposition, because if Nahid is getting that pace, unsettling the opposition batsman, then the leg spinner can come in knowing that the batsmen want to go after him a little bit more to try and get the ascendancy and get a bit of momentum, and that's where he comes in and has the ability to take up wickets if he can keep the pressure on. And Mustafiza Rahim, the left armer, who's very good with the new ball, good out to death. He adds that balance. And then you got Tazim Hassan Shakib, who can handle the bat a bit as well. I like his pace bowling, and I think he's just going to be in there instead of Tuscan Ahmed. I'm pretty tough on Tuscan Ahmed in this particular phase, but I think he's a little bit old, and his average is around 30, and his strike rate probably not as good as Nahid Rana. So I've gone for Nahid Rana instead of Tuscan, and had Shakib in there just to add a little bit of batting depth to the Bangladesh lineup, because their batting is their weak link. So if they don't make any runs in this tournament, their bowlers aren't going to be able to defend it, and they'll be out as quick as a wink. Remember, they've only won 3 games out of 10 over the last couple of months, and that's just not good enough going into an ICC tournament. And I remember hearing Shanto go, we're going over there to win this Champions Trophy. Well, you've got a big hill to climb, Bangladesh. A big, big hill to climb. I think it's going to be tough going for the team in green. The Black Caps, I'm liking them for this particular tournament. They've had success on Pakistan soil recently in the tri-series between Pakistan, South Africa and themselves. They beat both teams, and they beat Pakistan twice. They beat them in the Karachi final, and I just like the way that they set themselves up. I think Conway and Young will open the batting. The only reason Young won't open the batting is if Ravindra is right from his facial issues and he's overcome concussion. If he has, he'll come in and open the batting. Williamson will come in out 3 to steady the ship, and I really love their middle order. They've got Mitchell there, who can be very aggressive against spin. Latham is good against spin as well in those middle overs, as well as pace. And then you've got Phillips, who can finish off the innings with Santner and Bracewell. Santner and Bracewell handle you with the bat, but also quality spinners who have done very well in that tri-series with good economy, as well as picking up wickets. It's great to see Ferguson back as well with his extra pace, and he will complement O'Rourke and Henry in the pace department. So what I like about this team is their batting lineup is able to handle pace as well as spin. Conway, Ravindra, Williamson are very good against the new ball. So they'll be able to steady the ship up front, get New Zealand off to a good start. And then when it comes to the middle overs, if those batsmen are still in, they are good against spin. They can use their feet, but they're very good sweepers as well. And then you've got Mitchell and Latham, who are very good against spin as well. Mitchell using his height with a sweep shot. Latham able to use a sweep shot as well. Very hard to bowl to. That's why I'm excited about this New Zealand team. When it comes to their bowling attack, their spinners are going to operate through the middle overs with the likes of O'Rourke and Ferguson out the other end with the extra pace. Good balance. I love that balance. Henry will open the bowling as well as bowl in the death. And I like the fact that Santner, the left arm off spinner, can bowl in the death as well. Take a bit of pressure off the likes of Ferguson and O'Rourke. This is a well-balanced 11. It is probably my favourite team in this tournament at this stage because they're the team in form. Watch out for the Black Caps. Final team in Group A is India, and India will be playing all their games in Dubai because of the political tensions. It's a bit like inviting your friend over and asking him to stay at your neighbour's. But India, their team is looking quite good. They've got some good balance. They removed Jaswal from the squad at the last minute, thinking that Rohit Sharma has found his form again. They've got confidence in Sharma now with the bat, and they've brought in a bit of depth with the bowling in Varun Chakravarti with his mystery spin. He bowled extremely well in the 50-over format against England just recently, and he's really turned his career around and turned Indian fortunes around there as well. I just think the Indian lineup going into their first game, and this will be their lineup for most games in Dubai. Remember, it doesn't turn as much as well. This is why I've got this team in place. Sharma to open the batting with Gill. I think Gill's going to make most runs in the tournament. He is in fine form at the moment. Virat Kohli really has to lift. He's struggling outside off stump. He's playing away from his body. He's not in full form at the moment. If he doesn't lift, it's not a huge problem, because then you've got I coming in out next, who's in fine form. I'm just loving the way that he's playing pace bowling right now. I thought that was one of his weaknesses when he first came on the scene, but that back foot play with his pull shots, cut shots, he is very comfortable against the extra pace now, and he's got a solid technique against spin. Very hard to bowl to. Coming in at 5, I'd have Pant definitely if he's fully fit. If he's not, obviously bring Rahul in, but Pant's got to come in if he's fit, because he's a better bat. He can win the game and change the momentum under pressure very quickly. He's also a better keeper than Rahul as well. Not taking anything against Rahul, but Pant has just got that explosiveness about him. Then you've got Hardik Pandya coming in next as the medium pace all-rounder, and then I'd add extra batting depth here. I'll play both Patel and Jadeja. Both are the same with their left arm off spin, but Patel is a little bit taller, Jadeja a little bit smaller and skiddier than Patel. So they do have a point of difference, but I think their economy rates are more important than wicket-taking ability over there in Dubai, and that's why I've got them playing in front of the likes of Sundar, Varun, and also Kuldeep Yadav. I just think you just need that economy in those middle overs in Dubai. And if they bowl tight, they're going to create opportunities, because the batsmen are going to have to take extra risks, and that's where they come into play. But you need that extra batting depth in Dubai as well, so you can go harder for longer. Then you've got Harshit Rana, Shami and Arshdeep Singh completing the 11, and that is a fine bowling attack. If Shami had a good run against England, hopefully he finds full fitness, because he and Arshdeep Singh will be potent with the new ball, getting the swing early. If India are going to have success in this tournament, these two have to make inroads in the power play when the ball is swinging. If they get early wickets, it takes the pressure off Harshit Rana and the spin, as well as Hardik Pandya in the middle overs, and it will really set their team up to be able to control the game from there. So for me, India's lineup is exceptional. I think they are one of the teams to beat in this tournament, but I think they're going to have a hard time against New Zealand, and it's going to be New Zealand and India from this group to go through to the semi-finals.